Have you ever stood in the kitchen, everything ready for cooking, and then suddenly stopped just because you thought about peeling garlic? Garlic is used in almost every dish, from stir-fries and stews to soups and sauces. But peeling the skin, chopping it up, and then having the garlic smell stay on your hands for a long time. Sometimes just thinking about it already feels tiring. I used to feel the same way, until I started doing it this way. Hello everyone, I'm Mary. Today, I want to share with you a method where I only spend a little time once a year to make a jar of minced garlic. And from then on, every time I cook, I simply open the fridge, take out one small spoon, and everything becomes much easier. I start by choosing the garlic. There are many types of garlic, but I usually choose white garlic or purple garlic, because these two types have a milder flavor, larger cloves, are easier to handle, and are very suitable for making garlic paste. When buying garlic, I only choose bulbs that feel firm in the hand, dry, and not soft or damp. Garlic like this is usually very fresh, and gives the best flavor. I prepare about 6 bulbs of garlic. Before peeling, I gently press each bulb with my hand, so the cloves loosen and separate inside. This step may seem small, but it makes peeling much easier. After that, I cut off the hard root end of each clove. Just one small cut is enough, but you will see that the skin loosens much faster, and no longer sticks tightly. Next, I place the flat side of the knife on the garlic clove and press down gently. No need to use much force, just enough for the skin to crack. At this point, you will see the garlic skin come off very easily. While peeling the garlic, I always pay attention to its freshness. Fresh garlic usually has smooth skin, plump cloves, and a bright color inside. If I come across any clove that looks dark inside, dry, or shriveled, I discard it. Garlic like that is not only less flavorful, but it can also affect the taste of the entire jar of garlic paste. I also cut each clove in half to check the inside. If I see a small green sprout in the center, I gently remove it. This sprout often causes bitterness and a sharp smell. By removing it, the garlic paste becomes milder, easier to eat, and does not leave a strong aftersmell after eating. Garlic is very rich in allicin, a natural compound that helps support the immune system and is good for heart health. That is why my family always tries to use garlic regularly in our daily meals. We do not need a lot, just the right amount, used the right way. After finishing the preparation, you can put the garlic into a jar and pour olive oil over it until the garlic is fully submerged. This method is very convenient. However, to save even more time, I prefer to blend all the garlic into a smooth paste. I put all the peeled garlic into the blender. Now I start adding olive oil very slowly, because this step determines the thickness of the garlic paste. I do not pour the oil in all at once. Instead, I drizzle it in little by little, just a thin stream at a time. I run the blender for a few seconds, then stop and check the texture inside. If the garlic still looks dry, if the blender feels stuck, and the garlic is not blending evenly, I add a little more oil. I continue blending and observing at the same time. My goal is to get the garlic finely blended but still thick, not runny like a sauce. If you like, you can add a little salt. Salt helps balance the flavor and also supports better preservation. I continue blending until the garlic becomes completely smooth, with no large pieces left. The mixture is thick and creamy, and the aroma is very pleasant. At this point, the garlic paste is ready. I transfer the garlic paste into a clean, dry glass jar. Have you subscribed to my channel yet? Please support me by clicking the subscribe button. Thank you for your support. As I spoon the garlic paste into the jar, I gently press each layer down with the back of the spoon. The purpose is to spread the garlic evenly and push out any small air bubbles trapped inside. I do not press hard. I press slowly and gently, allowing the garlic to naturally fill all the empty spaces. After that, I place the jar of garlic paste in the refrigerator, on a stable shelf rather than in the door, so the temperature remains consistent. When stored properly like this jar of garlic paste can be used for an entire year, without changing color, without losing its aroma, and always ready whenever you need it. Each time I cook, I simply take out 1 small spoonful to season meat, vegetables, soup, or sauces. Very fast, very convenient. And no more time wasted peeling garlic. From this jar of garlic paste, I also really enjoy using it to make garlic butter. I place a small pan on the stove and keep the heat very low, because when working with butter, low heat is the most important thing. I add the butter to the pan and let it melt slowly, without rushing. When the butter has completely melted and becomes clearer, I add 1 spoonful of the garlic paste. At this point, I stir very gently, just enough for the garlic to blend evenly into the butter, making sure the butter does not boil or burn. Next, I add a small amount of coriander powder. Not much, just a little is enough. Coriander powder creates a very warm, very gentle aroma. And when combined with garlic, the flavor becomes very harmonious and pleasant. I have already made a video sharing how to make fragrant coriander powder that can be stored for a long time. If you would like to watch it, please leave a comment and I will send you the link. I spread a thin layer of garlic butter onto bread. Then place it in the air fryer at 300 degrees Fahrenheit for about 5 minutes. The bread turns lightly golden, crispy around the edges, and filled with a very pleasant garlic aroma. It is delicious served with soup, pasta, salad, or simply as a light meal on its own. With just a little preparation, you can make cooking feel much lighter and easier every day. Just 1 small jar of garlic paste, but it helps you save a great deal of time and effort throughout the entire year. Thank you for being here with me today. If you found this video helpful, please share it with others who love the kitchen just as much as you do. And if you would like to see more simple, natural tips for everyday life, please subscribe to the Merry Home channel. Wishing you always warm, gentle, and delicious meals.